Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Chapel Hill Bulldog baseball fields as we get set for a District 16 4A matchup. We're about to have our first pitch of the night coming in from Dylan Line. He's going to be on the mound tonight for Chapel Hill. This one's already ripped right up the middle. First pitch swinging for Henderson. And just like that, Henderson already has a man on base in the first at-bat of the game. Well, hello, everybody. It's a little earlier than what we were expecting. We were expecting a 7 o'clock tip or first pitch today, and we did not get that simply because of the weather situation that is happening here in East Texas. The baseball team went ahead and moved up as this one's bunted right down the line, and that one's going to roll fair. They're going to say it was a fair ball. So that one rolled right down the line, a perfect bunt from the Henderson Lions. And just like that, runners on first and second for the Henderson Lions. This game was supposed to be at 7 o'clock, like I said, and we had to move it up to 4:30. The softball team is also playing right now as there's another bunt shown right now for Henderson. This one's put right back down Dylan Line. He's going to throw it to first, get the put out at third, and still runners at first and second. So now we're already in our fourth batter for Henderson already early in this game. This one's hit Malcolm Pasama. That one's going to get by. That's fair. One run is going to come around and score for Henderson. And runners at the corners, and quickly Henderson out to a 1-0 lead. Only one out here in the top of the first inning. Runners going to second. They're going to throw down to Connor Griffin there at second base. He's going to corral it. Runner doesn't go home, so now runners at second and third for Henderson. Henderson out to a 1-0 quick early lead here in this game. That one's in there, strike one. So this game was supposed to start at 4:30. We started a little bit earlier than normal here due to the weather. That one swung on, tipped off, and going to be caught for the third strike. And now 2 down for Dylan Line, trying to calm himself down. Now up to the plate, Christian Brown for Henderson. Grant Martin. This one's hit back up the middle. Shortstop throws it across the diamond, gets that final out. Connor Griffin at shortstop tonight. But Henderson takes a 1-0 lead. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Henderson leads 1-0. You're watching Bulldog Sports Network.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted. Cut Beef harvest.
Dylan Tabb going to lead off for Chapel Hill. That one's low, ball one. That one's already 2-0 to Dylan Tabb. 2 balls, no strikes. Quickly, Dylan Tabb finds himself ahead 3-0. Cole Bradley on the mound for the Henderson Lions. Squared around to bunt. That one's in there, strike one. No, we had feel like maybe one day we'll have a good day here as this one kind of dribbled off to Bradley. He's going to toss it over to first and get the first out of the inning. Maybe one day we'll have a normal game. You know, COVID hasn't impacted any of the baseball season, but it's been everything else. The rain delays, schedules had to be changed. That one's in there, strike one to Dylan Line. And Line quickly finds himself down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Line at the plate. That was a little low, ball one. We've had time changes. We've had weather delays. First game of the season, the lights went out. It's been a unique and different softball and baseball season, just like it's been a unique and different school year all over East Texas and really all over the country. That one's low now. Count moves to 3-2. Sean Gentry on deck, followed by Malcolm Pasama. That one's fouled off, straight back. Gonna hit to no harm. And still 3-2. That one's in the dirt, and Dylan Line's gonna get on base. Bring up Sean Gentry. And for this Chapel Hill team, they're trying to find some momentum, trying to get off to a fast start. Especially in a game like this where they feel like they can win. They played Bullard the other night, lost 13-1 to Bullard. Hagen Smith, the phenomenal Arkansas commit, did not pitch in that game. Gentry lines this one into left field. So Gentry will be on base, and now Chapel Hill's in business with runners at first and second. Now Malcolm Pasama up to the plate. Pasama playing first base tonight like he usually has all season. First pitch outside. Both runners will advance. So Pasama finds himself ahead 1-0. 1-0 pitch. This one's hit deep into left field. This is going to be out of play and fall right over that left field fence. So no play at the ball for Henderson. Moves the count even 1-1. That one hit in the dirt before it even got to the plate, so maybe that off-speed pitch got away from Bradley on the mound. 2-1 pitch. This one's hit again into left field. Line's going to tag up. Oh, it's going to be dropped out there in left field, so Line will score easily. Sean Gentry will get to third, and Malcolm Pasama will get to second, and Chapel Hill evens the score. Now 1-1. Still only one out here in the bottom half of the first inning with a runner at second and third. So now this one's fouled off, heading towards the Henderson bus, but doesn't hit it. Will Parker fouls that one off. This is the second go-around for these two teams. That one hits, and that's going to be fair ball. Gentry will score. Pasama will score. So now Chapel Hill takes a 3-1 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning. Will Parker, just a dribbler down the first base line. And Chapel Hill surrendered that run in the first half. And now Connor Griffin up to the plate, going to be playing shortstop today. Bradley looking at Parker at second. Last time these two teams played, Henderson won 9-8 in a good game. So here we are in a 3-1 ball game. Here early, and you can see that there's a lot of cars still piling in here at Bulldog Field. Griffin gets a hold of this one to center field. It's going to get down. So Connor Griffin's going to have a single. The throw goes over. Connor Griffin advances to second. And now still with only one out. Now with only one out, Danny Laura is going to come up to the plate. This one's fouled straight up, headed straight towards the foul territory right behind us. Hits in the empty bleachers. Danny Laura, who's played in a couple games this year at the plate. Fouls that one off. This one, little dribbler back to the first base, and now the little sticky situation, so everyone's going to be safe. And Will Parker is going to score. So they called Danny Laura out at first, but another run will score for Chapel Hill in a unique situation that just happened. The score's 4-1. Danny Laura hit the ball. They called it out at first, but when they hit it, Will Parker was headed home. Connor Griffin already at third, so there's a little bit of confusion there before Griffin was able to get back safely to second. Henderson throws down to second, and Will Parker just jogs in to score. This one's going to be hit. Connor Griffin will come around to score. Chapel Hill up to a quick 5-1 lead as Jackson Cummings hits that one. So, interesting first half of this game. So we're going to get some equipment adjusted for the catcher. So, Chapel Hill up to a 5-1 lead. With a runner at first now. Cummings over there at first after getting the RBI. Connor Griffin coming around to score. Throw down over to first is no good. Nathan Kinney at the plate for Chapel Hill. That one's inside, doesn't get him, but was close. 1-0. Throw over again. So Bradley on the mound for Henderson looks shaken up so far. Nathan Kinney fouls that one off. 1-1. That one's going to be fouled off, and it's going to roll foul. Similar to what Henderson got in that first top half of the inning. But that one actually rolled foul. They ruled that it was fair against Henderson. That one's going to be foul, though. Jackson Cummings going to stay at first. That one, he just kind of pops it up to Bradley. Bradley's going to get the final out of the inning, but the damage has been done. Chapel Hill scores 5 runs in the bottom of the first and lead 5-1 here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Tobias Jackson leads off for Henderson here in the top half of the second inning with some work to do. Now trailing 5-1 after that 5. And this one is ripped into left field. Hits the top of the fence. Tobias Jackson hustling around for a stand-up double. He ripped that one. What a shot there by Tobias Jackson. He would have had maybe 5 more, maybe 10 feet left. He would have been over the fence. But got the stand-up double. And Grant White now to the plate. They'll line that pitch is high. Ball 1. The Chapel Hill got their first district win a week ago today against Cumberland Academy, a 16-1 win against the Knights, who came here. They got the 16-1 win, their first district win of the season. And here off to a quick 5-1 lead, trying to win their second. And these two teams, I think, are pretty evenly matched. 9-8, that last score. This bunt is not hit, and they're going to say he's out at third. Great throw. Will Parker, Sean Gentry gets the out. Trying to steal third after a pass ball. They're going to talk about it, but I don't think he's going to change his mind. Well, he just made the safe call, but I don't know. I think this might be the first time in history that a coach has changed somebody's mind, if he does change his mind. As they're talking about it. Now, from my vantage point up here, it looked like he might have been safe, but, I mean, maybe the umpire has a little bit better vantage point than I do. But that will be the first out of the inning. That one's, I guess, a little low. Maybe a makeup call there. 2-2. That one's fouled off, straight back, headed straight towards me, and hits the fence below me. If it would have been a little bit bigger, we might have been able to catch it up here in the booth, but hit right underneath us here. Keeps the count 2-2. Another foul tip. Starting to clear up a little bit. There's gray clouds directly in front of us, right behind that center field fence. But over to my right, over closer towards where the softball field's, the sun's out. So maybe the rain's going to hold off as we can try to get a complete game in here. As I arrived today, there was already a 30-minute lightning delay as soon as we got here. They're able to get in, and they were able to get warmed up and start on time. So White gets on base after the base on balls. And Buttles is going to come up to the plate now for Henderson and call timeout. A lot of action early in this one. Both teams. Henderson's first 3 at batters. Really, they got on base. Chapel Hill in their home white uniforms. White pants, white tops with the blue pinstripes. The script Chapel Hill across the chest in blue with yellow trim. Henderson wearing their red jerseys with white sleeves on these jerseys for Henderson. That one's going to be fouled off. 0-2 the count. The other night against Cumberland, both teams, of course, Cumberland's also blue and yellow, and both teams were wearing blue jerseys. It wasn't as that fun to call that game. This one's fouled off again. Heading straight back. So still 0-2 count. Buttles. Outside. Ball one. Chapel Hill comes into this game 9-16 overall this season, 1-7 in district play. Trying to get their second win here. Out swung on, missed. Dylan Line sits him down. Second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, JT Howard, who got on base. His first time around with a single, 1 for 1 tonight. Looks at strike one. That off-speed pitch, I think it was, got away from just a little bit, seemed a little high. One ball, one strike to count. Really is a nice day out. Clouds have kind of blocked that sun. Kind of like Will Parker's blocking that pitch. Great job there by Parker. 2-1 the count. We were scheduled to have a doubleheader tonight here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We were going to do the softball game as this one's hit over to Sean Gentry. It pops up, and that'll be an error on Gentry. So the error by Gentry now has runners at first and second for Henderson. And Sean Jackson's going to come up to the plate. Already 1 for 1. He had a beautiful bunt in that first at bat. This one's fouled off. A line drive right over the top of Henderson's dugout. Jackson had a beautiful bunt right down the line that seemed to be rolling foul and just kind of stopped in the grass and stayed fair. So ain't it this one fouled off too, and 0-2 now to Jackson. That one's outside. 1-2. Henderson coming into this game 6-14-1 this season. 2-6 in district play. Chapel Hill, Henderson, and Cumberland all trying to fight for that. Great play over there. Second, he's going to be safe. Wasn't able to get in time. Jackson Cummings with a nice play. And now they caught the runner. They caught Howard out in no man's land, and he's tagged. So that's the final out of the inning. Chapel Hill goes into the bottom half of the second inning, leading 5-1 here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Top of the lineup due up for Chapel Hill, Tab, Line, and Gentry. All due up for Chapel Hill as we lead off the bottom half of the second inning. That pitch is inside. Ball one. That was in the dirt. 2-0. That one's hit over to shortstop Jackson. He's going to fire it across the diamond, get the out. Great play there by Jackson to get the out. Sean Jackson at shortstop making the out. This one's fouled off to Dylan Line, 2-0 or 1-0. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Line looking at it. That pitch inside. So count moves even, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. This one's fouled off. That was probably one that he wants back not to swing at. That one another foul off, so Dylan Line just keeps fouling off. Another foul tip, so Line battling up there. 3 consecutive foul tips to keep the count 2-2. That one's in there, strike 3. So Bradley, 1 up, 2 up, 2 down for Bradley. It's food truck night here at Bulldog Stadium as that one kind of runs in on Gentry, but able to matrix his way out of being hit. That one's fouled. It's going to be skyrocketed. Sean Jackson's going to call it off at shortstop, get the out. So 1, 2, 3 go Chapel Hill. We head to the third. Chapel Hill leading 5-1 here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted. Cut Beef harvest.
Advance and be safe at first. Quentin Moon now up to the plate. This one's fouled off left side, going to be out of play. Quentin Moon, the first baseman. One for one tonight. Another foul ball. This one might be in play. Gentry's going to run over to the fence, hit the fence, and it's going to be on the other side of the fence. So, quick 0-2 start for Gentry. To Quentin Moon. That was going to be outside. I don't think Dylan Line liked that one at all. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch outside as well, 2-2. Another foul ball. So Moon continues to foul off pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Line about to throw his 38th pitch of the evening here in the top half of the 3rd inning. And the 2-2 pitch in there. Strike 3 looking. Quentin Moon goes down. For the first out of the inning. Christian Brown now up to the plate. Oh, and he was swinging for the fences on that one. Can't connect. It's outside. 1-1. So the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. You can feel the breeze in the air. Now you can kind of feel that bad weather's coming in. This one's hit high. Connor Griffin's going to call it off and get the put out. And now Grant Martin going to come up to the plate. That first pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Two outs, still runner at first for Henderson. And a 1-0 count to Grant Martin. This one's fouled off. Going to be on the opposite side, back behind Chapel Hill's dugout. One and one now the count. Dylan Line's pitch. A little low. Now going to be 2-1. For Chapel Hill defensively, Dylan Line at the plate. Dylan Line on the mound. This one's fouled off. Jackson Cummings going to come over and get it from second, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. Chapel Hill able to hold off Henderson. One runner left on. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Chapel Hill leads 5-1 here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. New pitcher in for Henderson as Grant Martin is going to go to the mound for the Lions. Cole Bradley will head over to third base and take his spot there. Pasama, Parker, and Connor Griffin due up for Chapel Hill. Pasama had a great at bat in his first one, 1-for-1 with a double. First baseman's got a little power on him. First pitch to him, he's swinging, fouled off. The 0-2 pitch, fouled off again. Similar spot, he's just a little bit in front of it. Now he's got a battle, down 0-2. This one's hit up over to first. Quentin Moon gets it. First out of the inning. And Will Parker going to come up to the plate. He's 1-for-1 tonight as well. In there, strike one, first pitch to Parker. One out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Parker fouls this one off. So again, quick work here for Grant Martin. Got ahead 0-2 in both of his opponents so far. He's thrown 5 pitches. And this one's fouled off again. That one was lined into the Henderson dugout. Almost took out the coach. Coach with some cat-like reflexes in that dugout. Dodged out of the way as soon as it was hit back. That was impressive from the Henderson coach. This one hit over to Moon at first. He's going to take it himself for the second out of the inning. Now Connor Griffin, who has a run scored already in this game, going to come to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch, low, ball 1. Connor Griffin, the freshman, gotten a lot of playing time starting on varsity this entire season. 1-1 pitch to him, swung on and missed. And you go 1-2 now, the count. Wind starting to pick up here at the stadium. Griffin bloops that one into center field. Christian Brown going to call off everybody and get the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go Chapel Hill. We head to the fourth. Chapel Hill still leads 5-1 here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at the Chapel Hill baseball fields. Starting to get a little chilly as well, as that wind has brought in some cold air, which of course is a recipe for disaster in terms of inclement weather and thunderstorms. We're hoping that it holds off here, as we're already in the top half of the 4th inning. We're hoping that we can get the next 4 innings done before any inclement weather hits this area. Dylan Line still on the mound. This time he faces Tobias Jackson, who's 1 for 1 with a double that hit off the top half of the left field fence with his stand-up double. That one's going to be fouled off, so Dylan Line working quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. That one, so 3 pitches for Dylan Line and a strikeout. One out. Quick work for Dylan Line. That one swung on too, so Dylan Line working quickly here in this top half of the 4th inning. Fouled off. Grant White. Grant White up to the plate. He walked in his first appearance. Now down 0-2. Line's pitch. Going to be drop third strike, so White will be on base. Now runner at first. That one's fouled off. 0-1. To Aiden Bulis. That one's going to be popped up. Sean Gentry going to record the second out of the inning. And White will stay at first. This is going to be hit in between Gentry and Griffin. Now there's runners at first and second for Henderson. As JT Howard hit that one in play. Now Deshaun Jackson going to come up to the plate, 1 for 2 so far in this one. He's going to pop this one over to left field. Kenny's going to run over and record the final out of the inning. So 2 runners left on for Henderson. No runs. And Chapel Hill still leading 5-1. Head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted.
Danny Lara, Jackson Cummings, Nathan Kinney due up for Chapel Hill. This one's fouled off. These 7, 8, 9 hitters. And that one's fouled off. No scores, no runs at all for either team since the first inning. Just now joining us, Henderson got out to a quick 1-0 lead. Their first 2 batters got on base, came around to score. Was their first batter, Danny Lard, kind of just hits this one into foul territory and going to be down 0-2 now. Henderson scored that first run in the top half of the first inning. But Chapel Hill, 1 through 9 hit in that bottom half of the first inning. A couple of RBI doubles. Great, honestly, it was just great piece of hitting for Chapel Hill in that bottom half of the first, and it was a 5-0. This one runs in on Danny Lara, so he's going to get on base, hits him in the back. And now runner at first. Danny Lara is the designated hitter today. And the person who he is designated hitting for, Austin Vega, is going to come in for him. And a substitution for him. So now a courtesy runner comes in. Austin Vega, who's playing right field. Going to come in for Laura on the base paths. This one's fouled off. 0-1 to Jackson Cummings, the second baseman today. Runner goes. Austin Vega is going to be at second, around second, after a pass ball. So now 1-1. to the second baseman. Kenny tries to put down the bunt. It's going to be foul. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That one's outside. He almost reached out and swung at it. Smartly decides not to, so now 2-2, the count. Grant Martin still on the mound for Henderson. He's thrown 19 pitches so far. This will be his 20th pitch in 2 innings. On the other side, Dylan Lyon's thrown 56 pitches so far. Swings at that one, drop third strike. Runners will advance to third. Cummings will be thrown out at first. But Austin Vega makes his way to third, so now, with 1 out, runner at third base for Nathan Kinney. This one's going to be hit to center field. Center field is going to come over, not deep enough to advance the runner. So a perfect situation there for Grant Martin. 1 pitch, 1 out. Runner stays at third. Now the leadoff man, Dylan Tabb, comes up to the plate and down 0-1. That pitch in there, strike 2, so Dylan Tabb quickly behind, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, that one's a little outside, going to be ball 1. That was going to be fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes to Dylan Tabb, leadoff man. He kind of thinks about this one, hesitates before he swings, and gets the out. So we head to the 5th. Chapel Hill still leads 5-1 here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We want to thank all our sponsors tonight here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Wooden Bean Coffee. Just kind of catty-cornered here to Chapel Hill High School. You can get you a cup of coffee through the shipping container, the shipping grate there. It's a really unique situation that they have at Wooden Bean. It's a very unique setup that they have, and it's great for the Chapel Hill community. Cut Beef is one of our sponsors as well. As Dylan Lyons' first pitch is in there, strike one. And Cheryl Germany Higgins with Income Portfolio Strategies. You can call her at 903-509-2289. That's Cheryl Germany Higgins with the Income Portfolio Strategies. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cole Bradley. That one's going to be foul tipped. But either way, it's still a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. As Dylan Line still working here in the top half of the 5th inning. His 60th pitch of the night is right back to him. And he gets the easy out. And that's going to bring up Quentin Moon. 1 for 2, had a single in his first appearance. The first pitch to him is strike 1. If anyone out there was wondering, this one's hit to left field. Nathan Kinney's going to try to track it, get underneath it, and he does. And second out of the inning. So tonight is food truck night here at Chapel Hill. You have a poke into eye barbecue over to my left. Serving up some barbecue here in their food truck. And if you were wondering if I am hungry, the answer is yes. First pitch, Christian Brown, strike 1. You know, the fun thing about this is trying to move from work to the stadium. And if you've been listening to any of the broadcast here recently, you know I work in Kilgore, so after driving from Kilgore over to the stadium right after work to get here in time for this one. This one's ripped to right field. It's going way back, and it's going to be gone. Christian Brown with a solo home run. Ripped that one into right field. Cuts the lead to 3 now after the solo shot. It was a great drive from Christian Brown. As Grant Martin comes in, finds himself down 0-1. This one's hit to center field. Dylan Tabb gets underneath it. Final out of the inning. So 1 run scores. Christian Brown's solo shot to right field brings Henderson within 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Chapel Hill still leading 5-2. You're watching Chapel Hill Baseball here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Five to 2 is our score now. After the solo shot in the top half of the 5th inning from Christian Brown for Henderson. It'll be Dylan Line, Sean Gentry, and Malcolm Pasama due up for Chapel Hill in this bottom half of the 5th inning. And this game's been rolling pretty quickly. We've only been playing for about an hour and 12 minutes. And we're already here in the bottom half of the 5th. After that first inning, not a lot of scoring from either team. This one's fouled off. 0-1. And it appears this one's fouled off in play, but no play is made on the left side. 0-2 now. It appears that we're going to be able to get this game completed as the sun's out. There's really not any gray clouds in the area at all. The gray clouds have kind of moved away. The sun is out, and it's a beautiful day for baseball. After this game was moved up from the normal 7 o'clock first pitch that varsity usually handles, they're usually starting at 7 p.m. They moved this up. They decided to flip-flop the JV and the varsity and make this a 4:30 first pitch, and the varsity or the junior varsity game to follow at 7. And it appears that was the right move. And it seems like we're going to be able to get this game finished. Line hits this one deep into left field. And it's going to be caught. Great catch over there in left field. By Butless. And that's the first down of the inning. Sean Gentry up now. That looks at ball 1. 1-0. Gentry, who pitched that opening night game against ARP. Pitched opening night, had a shutout performance against ARP in that opening 4-0 win on opening day. It seems like a lifetime ago that opening day was. And I guess this is game 26 for Chapel Hill this season. As now, Sean Gentry's going to have to battle, now down 1-2 now, the count. That one's outside. Ball 1. A big District 16 4A matchups going on tonight. Kilgore is playing at home against Bullard tonight. course, Bullard is leading this district. Undefeated in district play. Kilgore in second place, and their only loss is to the Bullard Panthers. The Bullard Panthers pitcher Hagen Smith, the Arkansas commit, is pitching tonight against Kilgore as Gentry hits this one right back up, and that is a great play there by Jackson, the shortstop, as he makes a diving catch for the second out of the inning. What a play. There was a sports center for the East Texas area that would probably make the top 10 for action tonight. It's Malcolm Pasama now up to the plate. And there's strike one. So Grant Martin has thrown 37 pitches so far today. This one's going to be hit sky high over as Quentin Moon in foul territory records the final out of the inning. We head to the sixth. Chapel Hill still holds a 3-run lead. 5-2 is our score. Here at Bulldog Field, you're watching the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted. Cut Beef harvest.
Top half of the sixth inning coming up. Chapel Hill still holds on to a 5-2 lead. Dylan Lyons still on the mound for Chapel Hill. As Tobias Jackson, the catcher, will step into the box for the Henderson Lions. It's been an interesting week for Henderson. That one's going to run in on Jackson. He's going to take his base after being hit by that first pitch. Been an interesting week for Henderson. At the beginning of the week, it was announced that former Chapel Hill head football coach Phil Castles, who was the Henderson Lions head coach for the last couple of years, he's been there for a while. He was going to be reassigned, no longer the head coach. So that was at the beginning of the week. But that was announced that he was going to be reassigned. And it's been an interesting week for Henderson. According to their website, they're looking for a new head basketball coach, a new head volleyball coach. A lot of coaching positions open now at Henderson ISD, so it's been a busy week in the athletic department for Henderson. There's Grant White at the plate, already ahead, 1-0. He's squaring around a bunt. Pulls back. They're going to throw down. That's the second time that's happened. Will Parker throwing down to Malcolm Pasama to no avail. 2 balls, no strikes now to Grant White. That one's fouled off. 1-2 now. 2-1. Be sure to like our page on Facebook. And if you're sitting at home watching us like you usually do, if any of the times that the Bulldog Sports Network goes live, you're sitting at home watching it on your phone, you can actually, if you have a Roku app, you can download YouTube and just search Bulldog Sports Network and watch us on YouTube on your big screen. It's an easy way to watch the games. Showing bunt again. Runner will advance. And he's going to stay at second after a pass ball. So 3 balls, no strike. 3-1 now the count to Grant White. With Tobias Jackson. Going to move over to second. Chapel Hill just trying to hold on to this 3-run lead. Dylan Line steps off the mound, looks at Tobias Jackson, who's got speed on the base path. And the bunt is going to be foul. Looked like maybe a bunt and run there, trying to get that runner over to third. Trying to play small ball here. Trying to just get the runner advanced. Now still nobody out here in the top half of the 6th inning. And now it's full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. This one's hit into right field. Runner will try to advance over to third, and he will, but 1 out now with the runner at third. Jackson Cummings coming over from that second base position and getting that first out. Now the runner at third. Henderson trying to cut into that Chapel Hill lead. Pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Bulis, a little left fielder, 0 for 2 today. He's got a strikeout and a pop out. Swings at that one too and quickly finds himself down 0-2. We'll get a conversation here from the coaching staff of Henderson. The 0-2 pitch from Dylan Line coming up. That one's outside, ball 1. Dylan Line has thrown 77 pitches so far tonight. Thrown 5 1/3. That one's a little low, ball 2. So now moves the count even, 2-2. And they're gonna take a timeout. You know, here at the stadium, it's kind of funny. The clouds are moving a lot, so it does come in and out. The clouds coming in, clouds come out, hide the sun. 2-2 pitch Swung on. This one's going to be an RBI single. And Henderson cuts into the lead. 5-3 now, the score. Chapel Hill just trying to hold on. Solo shot from Christian Brown in the top half of the fifth, and there's an RBI single from Butlis. Still only one out with the runner at first. Back to the top of the order, and Howard's at the plate. 2 for 3 so far. And we'll see if head coach Clayton Halton will decide to change up who's on the mound as we head into the 7th inning, try to see if we can get somebody to close the game, or if they'll stick with Dylan Line. I'm sure it depends on how he gets out of this inning. Already thrown 80 pitches, so he's already getting up there in pitch count. Throws over, nothing there. JT Howard at the plate. That one's going to be hit high. Connor Griffin comes underneath it. Gets the second out of the inning. That's exactly what Dylan Line needed in that situation. And now with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, Deshaun Jackson's going to come to the plate. And he hits this one over as Austin Vega. He's going to get underneath it. Final out of the inning. So Dylan Line gets out of the jam. Only 1 run is scored. Chapel Hill takes a 5-3 lead here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. You're watching the Bulldog Baseball on the Bulldog Sports Network. Will Parker, Connor Griffin, and Danny Lara due up for Chapel Hill. It's going to be outside. The first pitch to Will Parker. Want to know. It appears that Danny Lara will actually not hit, as this one's going to be a fair ball down that third base line. Will Parker's going to round first, head to second, and get there with a stand-up double. So a line drive down the third base line. Will Parker able to get around to second. And now Connor Griffin's in a great situation. 1 for 2 so far, has a single and a fly out. Connor Griffin at the plate, and it looks like Austin Vega is going to pinch hit for Danny Lara, who's been his designated hitter. That one's out in front. Swung on and missed. Strike 1 to Connor Griffin. This one's hit into center field. That's going to get down. A bad angle there by Christian Brown, so 1 run will score. Connor Griffin coming around to third, and he's going to get down for a triple, RBI triple for the freshman, Connor Griffin. Christian Brown just couldn't get a good angle on it, and it kept rolling. And a great play there. Some insurance run for Chapel Hill, and still nobody out. Austin Vega is going to come to the plate for his first appearance. The left-hander going to come up to the plate. Looks at ball 1. The infield trying to get that out at home, so they're all at the edges of the grass. That one's in there, strike 1. Austin Vega thought about it. Started to turn his hips there and thought about swinging, decided not to. It's in there, strike 1 anyway. 6-3 our score. Outside, 2-1. Some action in the bullpen for Chapel Hill. Malcolm Pasama, who's been playing first base, is warming up in the bullpen down that right field line. This one's going to be fouled off, headed straight for the Henderson bus, and misses it on the left side of that bus. 2-2. If you're just now joining us, Henderson scored 1 run in the top half of the first inning. And Chapel Hill answered with 5 of their own in the bottom half of the first. It was quiet for a couple innings before Henderson cut the lead to 2. That pass ball, Connor Griffin's going to score. So now it's 7-3 in favor of Chapel Hill. Still nobody out. And Jackson Cummings is going to come to the plate with a runner at first. Henderson scored 1 run in the 5th, 1 run in the 6th. Throw down, going to get the runner trying to steal second. Austin Vega trying to steal second and is thrown out. Going to be 1-1 now. 0-2 the count to Jackson Cummings is what the umpire said. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle. Sean Jackson able to make the play. Second out of the inning. Nathan Kinney going to come up to the plate trying to make something happen, and he does. Base hit into right field. We'll bring up the first half of the order with Dylan Tabb now at the plate. for Chapel Hill as they lead 7-3. 2 runs scored here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That one's outside, ball 1. So Grant Martin came in relief of Cole Bradley after Bradley surrendered 5 runs in that bottom half of the 1st inning. And Martin's done pretty well, but Chapel Hill's able to score a couple of runs here in this bottom half of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to Dylan Tabb. This one's fouled off, straight back, going to fall into the bleachers. Fouled off. 1-2, now the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Kinney at first. Now they're fouled off as Kinney was running. One ball, 2 strikes still to Dylan Tabb. Kinney's making his jog back to first. Pasama's done warming up in the bullpen, so he's going to head back to the dugout. We'll see if he is indeed going to be on the mound in the top half of the 7th inning to try to close out this game. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Tabb. He hits this one into left field, and that will do it. But the damage is done. 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 runner left on base for Chapel Hill. We head to the top half of the 7th inning. Dylan Lyons going to be on the mound trying to finish this complete game off. You're watching Bulldog Baseball here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted.
Top half of the 7th inning. Dylan Lyons still on the mound for Chapel Hill. They're going to check down and say that he swung. They did check down with the umpire down first, the first base line. And it is going to be 0-1 to Cole Bradley. Dylan Lyons trying to get this complete game. Now it's in there, strike 2. So Bradley finds himself down 0-2. And Dylan Lyons making quick work here of his first batter. His 85th pitch is going to be high. Ball 1. Mentioned it time and time again. This team is young. Have a lot of freshmen and sophomores. That one's in the dirt. So we'll see what happens here. As they say that the first base umpire did say that he went around, and he's gonna go. The head coach Henderson's gonna go down and talk to that first base umpire. As he said, he went around again on that one. That would be the third and final strike of the at bat. So we'll see what is being decided here. And it's still going to be that third strike. So it's going to be the final out, or that first out of the inning. He tried to figure out if he was going around or not, and they said he did. So 1 out in the inning now. 7-3 is our score. That one's in there, strike one. This one's going to be hit over to Cummings. He's going to drop it, and he's going to be safe at first. So Quentin Moon's going to be at first. So he's able to get there, and now Christian Brown, who's 1 for 2 with that solo shot in the 5th inning. Now it's outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Christian Brown. Chapel Hill still leads 7-3 here in the top half of the 7th inning. That's in there, strike one. Line's already thrown. This will be his 91st pitch of the game, and that one, Christian Brown was trying to find all of that one again. Gets past him, 1-2 now the count. He was trying to swing for the fences on that one as well. Couldn't connect with that one. And Brown's had a lot of powerful swings this entire ball game. Of course, he connected on the one that went out soaring into right field into the woods. That one's outside, 2-2. Chapel Hill trying to even this season series with Henderson and split the 2 games. Henderson did win that first game 9-1. This one's hit high into center field. Dylan Tabb's going to come underneath it and get the second out of the inning. So Chapel Hill is 1 out away from evening the season series, splitting the series 1-1. But they got to get this final out. Grant Martin steps up to the plate, 0 for 3 so far today. He's just going to try to extend this ball game. 7-3 is our score. And this game has only been an hour and 45 minutes. That one swung on. Runners caught in no man's land, and Parker throws down. Connor Griffin able to get in front of that one. No balls, 1 strike. The JV game is going to be immediately following this. We will not cover that game, but they are going to be playing right after after this one, the Chapel Hill softball team's playing up the hill right now against Spring Hill, their varsity game. We were going to have a doubleheader here today. The softball game, I was notified that they were going to be having their softball game at 4:30, and then this baseball game is supposed to start at 7, so we were going to have a doubleheader, but when they said that the baseball game is going to be moved to 4:30, we decided to go with the baseball game, and right now we're only one strike away from the end of it. The 0-2 pitch. Hit over to Cummings. He's going to field it, throw it over to first, and get the final out of the inning. Oh, he's going to say they're safe. He's going to say he's safe. And they will say he's safe, so they're going to say he's safe, so scramble back to the mound and back to the field as Chapel Hill is running off the field as they thought they had the game won. They thought they had the game won, so the team was running off the mound, running off the field, and the umpire called them safe. So now runner at first and second. That's the second time that Jackson Cummings has kind of fumbled the infield routine ground ball. And it's been two players that have been able to get on base now. So now Tobias Jackson, the catcher, who's 1 for 2 with a double here tonight, is going to try to extend the game. So we have runners at the corners. This one's hit deep into left field. This one's going to be gone. A 3-run home run from Tobias Jackson. 3-run shot, and now things got interesting. That one was hammered into left field. And it's a 1-run game. Wow. I mean, to think you were inches away from winning the game to the next batter. Now it's only a 1-point game. We'll see what Coach Haltom decides to do with Dylan Lyon on the mound. We'll see if he decides to keep him on the mound or bring in somebody else. And it looks like he's going to bring in Malcolm Pasama. So the 3-run home run by Tobias Jackson will bring in Malcolm Pasama on the mound for Chapel Hill. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here for the end. You're watching Bulldog Baseball here in the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull Fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted. Cut Beef harvest.
So Malcolm Pasama will come in and make his 6th appearance on the year. He's thrown 8 in a third innings. He does have a win. He comes into this game with a 3.36 ERA. Again, only pitching in 8 1/3 innings. But is coming here trying to end this game as Grant White's going to step up to the plate for Henderson. 3-run home run from Tobias Jackson. And Malcolm Pasama trying to come in and close it. That one's in there, strike one. Henderson won the first meeting 9-8. At home in Henderson, Chapel Hill trying to split the series 1-1. And they made it interesting. That one's low, 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs still here in the top half of the 7th inning. This one's going to be fouled off. And now we're 1 strike away. Dylan Line moves over to third base after the switch. Sean Gentry going to just hop over to first, take Malcolm Pasama's spot. So just an infield change. 2-2 pitch, high, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nothing short of dramatics here at the stadium. That one's in the dirt. Ball 4. And the tying run now at first. We're going to get a courtesy runner there at first base. So now Aiden Bellis is going to try to come in and get that tying run around. First pitch to him, ball 1, 1-0. Will Parker going to step out, talk to Malcolm. Well, they say it's not going to be easy. Trying to get that second district win. Second district win in 3 matches. For Chapel Hill as they're trying to get that in a 7-6 ball game. 3 innings scored already for Henderson here in the top half of the 7th. That one's strike 1. 1-1. You know, sometimes you make this pitching change just to try to change some things up and get these batters to face somebody they haven't seen yet. That one swung on, strike 2. 1-2 now the count. One ball, 2 strikes now to Aiden Bolts. This one's hit down to left field, and it's going to kick foul. That one was hit about 306 feet. The left field fence is 310, but it was foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now still for Aiden Bulis. That's in there, strike 3 looking. And that will be the ball game. Malcolm Pasama comes in, gets the final out of the inning. And Chapel Hill will move to 10-16 on the year. 2-7 in District 16 4A play. Henderson will fall to 6-15-1 after the loss. Well, nothing short of dramatic there. Chapel Hill. Henderson got out to a 1-0 lead. They got out to a 1-0 lead in the top half of the first inning. Chapel Hill able to come back and score 5 in the bottom half of the first inning, so 5-1 after 1. And it was pretty much quiet for the next couple of innings. No runs in the second, third, or fourth inning until the fifth, and when Henderson got 2 runs back to make it a 5-3 game heading into the bottom half of the sixth inning. Chapel Hill comes around and scores off of a RBI triple from Connor Griffin. They scored 2 in the bottom half of the sixth inning. And what appeared to be an out at first base to end the game was ruled a safe runner. So a runner on first and third here in the top half of the seventh inning before Tobias Jackson came up and got a 3-run home run to bring Henderson within 1. That's when Malcolm Pasama got the call and got the final out of the inning. So Chapel Hill wins this one 7-6. 2 districts wins in 3 games. And Chapel Hill will move to 2-7 in district and league play and move to 10-16 overall. I want to thank all our sponsors, Wooden Bean Coffee, Cut Beef, and Cheryl Germany Higgins of Income Portfolio Strategies. Thank you all for sponsoring this season and sponsoring Bulldog Baseball and the Bulldog Sports Network. That's going to do it for us here. Chapel Hill wins 7-6 in a barn burner here in Chapel Hill. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Bulldog Sports Network. 7-6 our final. Chapel Hill wins. Y'all been watching the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wooden Bean, your locally owned drive-through coffee shop, is centrally located in Chapel Hill, diagonally across from the high school. Priding themselves in providing exceptional service and amazing drinks. From your standard coffee to lattes to signature cold brews, they have something for everyone. Teas, light fare breakfast, and a Red Bull fizz that would kickstart any morning. If you haven't been out to see them, today is the day. Can't miss them. They're in the blue shipping container, and their baristas are looking forward to fixing up something just for you. Come on in and drive through.
Cut Beef harvests the best tasting natural beef while adding nothing. No antibiotics, no hormones, and no fillers. Just natural quality beef raised right here in Tyler. Cut Beef has packages that work for our family and yours, including our very popular monthly cut, also known as Deliciousness, delivered to your door every month. Cut Beef can even create a package that suits your needs. Log on to cutbeef.com and place your order today. Then cut into the best beef that you ever tasted.